Yo, what's up? What's up? I know it's been a while. Yes, I'm back, kinda. But I'm just maybe making an update video. I'm gonna talk about a few topics. Where have I been? If you watch Shmup Slam or STG Weekly, you might have noticed that in Shmup Slam, I have actually commentated for Jimer's Blue Revolver run. Well, not kinda commentary, it felt like having a conversation with Jimers. It was cool, I liked it, I enjoyed it, it was fun. Blue Revolver is awesome, that's been like one of the top shmups I've been playing. I do recommend it. I'm also making a video about it, I'm gonna talk about it later. There's been also the STG Weekly, where I cover, me and Van Arctic covered Blue Revolver Double Action with Aquas and GG Maximo hosting. I recommend that episode actually. I think I did well, but there are sometimes like a few times where I cut Van Arctic, which I didn't mean to, and partly because one, I'm kinda bad at social cues, and two, whenever I connect to a Discord voice chat because of my country banning Discord, I actually kind of like use a proxy or something, and basically my connection with the voice channel is like 200 millisecond, 200 ms, and that's like 2 seconds of delay maybe. So I'm not sure. Yeah, that's why I sometimes like wait a bit of time, just waiting for someone like to say something, and they're like, okay, no one say something, I'm gonna say something, and I comment, and it's like me and someone else clash, conflict, like we talking at the same time, which I hate when it happens, but what can we do? Actually, Van Arctic, I think, props to him. He's done a really good job. Holy shit, dude. Oh man. Some stuff I just didn't know about. He provided a lot of interesting tidbits about Blue Revolver Double Action. And so about the video, I'm actually sort of like, so the idea of the video is like a sort of guide about the weapon system and the characters with a tier list to make it more fun and spicy. I actually made a tier list maker for the weapons, including the XP mod weapons if you're weird enough. And I'm gonna make maybe an alignment chart. I'm just gonna make like score survival on both axes, and it's gonna be fun. I actually am like tinkering the script a bit here and there, and making it a bit more like informative rather than entertaining. Maybe I'm gonna make it a bit entertaining, don't know, just not I'm gonna like try and add as much information as possible. That's my initial goal, and educate the players that want to get into Blue Revolver on how every weapon works, and the secret tech that you can do with it. Phew, okay, let me drink some water just to hydrate. Okay, here we go. So topic. I have my notes open. Yeah, let's talk about Touhou 20. Yeah. So Squeezo, my friend, has made a cool video about Touhou 20 demo. He's played it and gave feedback, and actually he himself said he took some notes from me, because I did stream the game for like 3 hours. Me and my brother, we were playing the game, and both of our experiences were negative with the game. So what's the initial problem with Touhou 20? It's immediately, like, you're gonna notice it if you've been playing Touhou 18.5, Touhou 19, and now 20. You're gonna notice how so tanky the fairies are. They just don't die real quick. And I'm not talking about the big fairies. The big fairies are, oh sure, like, they're big fairies. They're gonna have big health. Sure. But you got the small fairies that are supposedly gonna like be Zakos or popcorns. And to give you information like about what a Zako is or a popcorn, it's that Zakos mean like they're weak. They die real quick. Okay? So for example, you see the helicopters in Dodonpachi? Like the ones that fly in and shoot at you lots of bullets? They die in one hit. That's what it's supposed to be. Like there are some examples where like, for example, tanks, grounded tanks, they die in like 2-3 hits. That's fine too. That's like a Zako. Like, they die quickly, but they shoot a lot. Sure. But in Touhou 20, and immediately you're gonna see an example in stage 1 on Lunatic, where like you see a fairy on the right, big fairy on the right that shoots at you, and then fairies that come from the side and go into the middle and keep shooting these lines of 5 bullets. That's actually cancer. Like, the fact that they keep shooting, and they keep shooting even when they go out of the frame of the, like, out of screen, off screen. They keep shooting and they don't die real fast. And now you're gonna be telling me, Burp, play the OP shots, please. And to that I say, no. Here's why. Now, make it make sense to me. Narrow shots, like needles or the lasers, don't do as much damage as the OP shots. And what are the OP shots, you might ask? The OP shot, the primary one, is Marisa Green 2, which is the frogs. And surprise, surprise, that's the OP shot since Touhou 12. It's the splash damage shot. Of course it's gonna be OP. Look how high the fire rate is. It's okay, and it's wide, it does damage. It does as much damage as the Nara shots. Holy shit. Wow. I wonder, did Zun playtest this? No, he didn't. Just like the last few Touhous, he never playtested the games. And to add salt to the wound, the Wonder Stones, they kinda obstruct your shots and you cannot kill the fairies at this point. So the fact that they're random, that's kinda retarded, honestly. And if they were as consistent as the UFO summons, that would be very cool. Because like UFO summons, they tend to summon in the middle, and then when 7.5 seconds are remaining on the timer on the UFO, they go align with your like horizontal position, but they still stay up. And I think that's cool. That's like gives the player more control. Wonder Stones have a certain pattern, and sometimes like some Wonder Stones shoot random bullets, and it's gonna be really annoying. I'm not sure like how they fully work, but so please educate me in the comment section, because I've like, when I played this game, I got the hard 1cc, and I tried getting the lunatic 1cc, and I got skill issued. Apparently, that's what people say now. I get skill issued because apparently the game design isn't that bad, and I just suck. Apparently, I just gave up and said, fuck this. No, I'm not playing Touhou 20. See, when I hate a game, I don't hate play it. I stop like, no, I don't enjoy the game, I'm not gonna play it. Do you see me playing Touhou 19? No. Do you see me playing Touhou 17? No, I don't play Touhou 17. Do you see me playing Touhou 15? Touhou 15, I don't think it's a bad game. Like, it's okay, it's decent. It's like half decent. I hate some stuff about it, but I like some stuff about it. I'm not gonna play it. I don't like it. I can play other shmups. I can play other Touhous even. Because Touhou 12 exists, Touhou 6 exists, Touhou 10 exists, Touhou 8 exists. You can play those. Those are much better. So yeah, and the reason why I have been repeating myself like a broken radio, being so vocal about what the issues of the game is, instead of complaining about the AI background, is because this is a demo, and I have all rights to complain about this game. So that's why I've been making threads on Twitter. That's why I've been spamming each server. You're gonna see me in in Moria Shrine. I'm gonna say the fairs are too tanky. My personal server, not mine, but like it's our buddy's personal server. I'm gonna complain. Yep, fairies are tanky. You're gonna see me in Touhou Replay community. The fairies are tanky. You're gonna see me in even Shmup Plus. I'm like, the fairies are tanky. And yeah, like it's not that good. I'm spreading the word. It's people are like, I don't know, like, man, it's and you got people like so Jarmers, the way Jarmers put it is that it's the best Touhou in the last decade. Fair enough. That sounds good, because you know why? Because the game has a lot of potential. I'm not gonna deny that. And you got Pearl, and Pearl was like saying, "Man, this game is good." I'm like, "No, it isn't. I don't like it. The fairs are too tanky. The game has like a lot of problems, and it's, the typical Pearl response is shitter cope. You suck." And what really bothered me is when he said, "The needles are fine on full bars." No, please, come on. Everything is so tanky. Nothing is gonna die. Like, imagine if you're scoring, you want to get all of those point items. How are you gonna go up and POC? POCing is like impossible in this game now. I don't know why. Like, there are so many issues I need to mention. Like, holy shit. Like, why does he bring that? Like, why does Zun bring back the shade thing? Like, where, like, when you graze something, like they become the bullets become shaded, just like in Touhou 15. That's so dumb. It's so dumb. Why does that happen? Why did that come back? I don't get it. It's weird. I think it's weird. Most of the time on Lunatic, it's very hard to POC because everything just shoots at you and you don't have time to POC it. So like, look at Hollow Song of Bird. That's a fan-made Touhou game that I think is one of the best Touhou fan games out there. No, one of the best Touhou Danmaku games out there, mind you, even among the official games. And the way the game gives you, like the way the game lets you gather items is by not POC, not point of collection. You hold shift and you magnet the items around you. Not full screen, just around you. I think that's smart. I think that should have been the case in Touhou 20. Like, Zun doesn't change the formula, that's hurting the game. And then people are gonna play the full version. They're gonna get the lunatic, no miss, no bomb, no job, no life. And then afterwards, what? Everyone's gonna forget about the game and just remember the characters. They're gonna look at the fan arts. Wow, cool fan arts. Wow, these artists are putting a lot of effort into Touhou, into these Touhou characters, and then you're gonna go and search up Rule 34 and gonna fab to the hentai. That's how it's gonna end up being. Just like Touhou 19. Nobody cared about Touhou 19 except a few people who were like interested enough to do the lunatic no miss no bombs. It's, my god, dude. And I'm thankful that I don't need to just stay stuck in Touhou shmups, because I can just go play other shmups. But yeah, the reason why I've been complaining, like, Burb, just shut the fuck up, Burb. Just go Go play your shmups. Stop talking about Touhou. No, I have the right to talk about Touhou because that's where I started. 1 and 2, it's a demo. Again, I can criticize it because apparently, like, from what I am seeing in this, like in Touhou 20, the players' standards in quality and game design have been lowered so bad that Touhou 20 looks like the best game ever. I want you to keep like this. I want you to keep the same energy as me when it comes to criticizing, because in the past we got Touhou 8. Touhou 8 is like a game with so much replayability. Probably the best Touhou game ever. Why can't we have like something close to that? Yeah? Maybe change the formula a bit. It's always, you dodge bullets, you collect power items, you POC the items, and gimmick of the day, flavor of the game, flavor of the 2 years, because every 2 years a new Touhou comes out. It's not interesting, honestly. Sure, the gem system, that's a gimmick. It's a very interesting gimmick. I'll give it that, but it's still the same game. It's like default assets. There's this copy pasta I posted in many servers. It's a funny copy pasta. I'm gonna put it on screen later. Editor Burb is gonna put it on screen in the future, and it's true. It's kind of true. Like Zun just like has this RPG Maker-esque engine with default assets, and it just puts them in some way like that's a new game. Yes, it's true. It's very true. And the engine barely changes. Like, subtle things just change, and that's not enough. Anyways, fuck Touhou 20. I'm not gonna ramble about it. Water. I need water. Yeah, okay. That's better. Now on to the other topic, Touhou 13. That's a game you heard of being boring, bad, or something along those lines. And for the most part I disagree. It's kind of misleading because most players that get into it either play easy or normal, and this is where the problem begins. And for some reason, if you know how Touhou 13 works, I don't need to explain how. So yeah, search it up. I don't care. Just educate yourself. Touhou 13 on normal has less spirits and slower patterns than on hard and lunatic. That's the issue, in my opinion. And there are a few issues that I'm not gonna deny some flaws in the game. I'm gonna mention them later. Touhou 13 on normal has you using the main gimmick less frequently. And that comes from an issue that you cannot use trance unless it's full meter, 1, and 2, you get less spirits again. Not as much spirits as in hard and lunatic to charge up your meter. And that's an issue that actually, on hard and lunatic, I don't see this as an issue where you're restricted to using trance only and only if it's full. Whereas in normal, it's you get less spirits. You're not gonna use trance as much as possible. The first trance I use every time I play on normal is the first set of fairies that carry the bomb and life spirits in stage 2. Compared to hard and lunatic, I use it as soon as stage 1 mid boss. So big difference. You're gonna have a lot of more frequent trance usages. And the other issue is that the game is designed in a way where like it's kind of hard to POC, because like depending on the visuals, like for example in stage 2 with the yin yangs that shoot blue kunais, it's very hard to look at the kunais, and the kunais like are shot in such a way where it blocks you from going to POC. And mind you, you cannot, like, you can POC the items, but you cannot POC the spirits. You have to collect them individually. Keep that in mind. And I can see why like some people would complain about that. And yeah, the only one who like, there are a few characters that benefit from this, like Yomo just decimates everything in front of her and just collects it. But you can route it, like there is a possible, like you can route the stages in such a way where you can collect spirits at the same time. I don't think like it's not that big of an issue for me, or for like people that actually study the game. And the last issue I hear, not regarding the presentation, is that the early stages are slow. Again, gonna mention it again. On hard and lunatic, that's not the case. On hard, it's actually like stage 1, 2, and 3. They're not the best. They're okay. To me, they're okay. Not the best. And on lunatic, it gets really annoying, and you have to like get super fucking perfect to actually go and you know, route everything and trying to not make any mistake as much as possible. Because if you die in stage, let's say stage 2 or 3, you might as well like reset. It's pretty tough. Like, contrary to popular belief, Touhou 13 is pretty hard. It's pretty damn hard. I've compared it to Touhou 15 before. I said Touhou 13 Lunatic is harder than Touhou 15 Lunatic overall. And it's such a like, it's such an impossible comparison to the players that don't know what they're talking about. Because the players that like haven't played much of the games are like, Touhou 13 is the easiest because my favorite YouTuber said so. Same with Touhou 15 being the hardest, which is incorrect. You have to play the games to know by yourself. You have to experience it, and you have like, it's gonna give you a better perspective. That's my issue sometimes, most of the time, with people that argue with me. I've had this motherfucker, that retard called, I don't know if publicizing his name is bad, but he's been arguing with me about scoring whilst not scoring ever in Moria Shrine. You know, I've been joking about his arguments. I think I'm gonna put some screenshots again. I've been making fun of him. He's the GOAT, dude. It's so funny the way he speaks like in such a, like, one of my friends described him as like Shakespearean. He talks in a Shakespeare kind of way, and the way I described him is like he's full on Reddit soy retard. It's super funny. Yeah, that's like, I had this, like, I was being as nice as possible. Even had, I wish I recorded the VC session, because like the way he ended the conversation, I was like nicely speaking with him, like, yeah, that's why you score. That's why scoring is different than survival. Survival is something different. And he's like, shut up, bye, retard. And he just gone. So funny, dude. Oh man. Oh, I wish I could have milked him more. Now, yeah, Touhou 13, I think it's overhated. Try it yourself. Put some time into it. Invest, like, maybe it's gonna be a waste of time. Maybe you're gonna be like, it's gonna open your eyes to something very cool. It's not the best game, sure. It's okay. It's decent. It's very good. Okay, water. In between every topic, I have to drink water. Okay. I got 2 more topics to speak about. This topic's title is Score Extents Are King. Let me explain. Here's my thesis statement. Score extents are the safest method and the best method also at obtaining resources. Period. But you'll have to do it in a healthy way. It's still like, you could argue like, okay, that's the end of my thesis statement, but like, you could argue like Touhou 16 score extends are fine, but yeah, okay, let me make my point. So scoring and score extends. I'll tell you why score extends are the best way to make a score extend, like to make a resource extend system kind of way. So whenever you play a shmup, you score, you get an extend at a certain milestone. Cool. And it's not like this milestone is tough to get. It's like safe for like the players that are getting into it, trying to like once you see it maybe for survival. And it's like also like, you know, gives you dopamine. Like you hear the sound, like the extend sound, and like, holy shit, what happened? Oh wow, I got an extra life. How did that happen? And then in the next turn, you're gonna hear the SFX much sooner. It's like, what did I do different to get score? And you're gonna think about it, like, okay, that's how, like, you're gonna research maybe, gonna go in depth with the game, like, okay, that's how scoring works. You do this and that, and that's, like, whether it's fun or not, like, okay, scoring is fun, or like scoring, it's, okay, it's whatever, sure, like, it kinda is a gateway for people to start, like, getting interested in scoring. Not just like, it's like, not doing scoring. You don't need to do scoring. Sure, maybe you want to do it, maybe you don't want to, but like it interests you in such a way where like, okay, let me research, let me type in YouTube, okay, let me think of a game. No, Raiden Fighters didn't have extents. Yep. Battle Garega, scoring. World record, maybe. You want to watch the world record, it's like, holy fucking shit. This is so awesome. I like watching this. I now appreciate scores much more. And they have all of my respect. See? That's like a very good way to it's a good gateway. It's a healthy pipeline for players, casuals, or anyone to be like, oh yeah, scoring, that's a part of shmups, that's a cool thing. I don't fuck with it, but like, it's cool, it's there, it's for the scorers. Or maybe like, yeah, I fuck with scoring, I love scoring, I want to score in every game, not like hardcore scoring, but like, I like seeing the number increase, I like seeing it rise. I like, for example, in my example, like in my in my perspective, I'm playing Touhou 6. I want to get that last extent as soon as possible. That's why I keep scoring in the early game. I'm like, yes, I got the last extent at 60 million during stage 3 mailing pattern 3 or something. It's a cool thing. It's a good metric to measure your knowledge of scoring. It's like, it shows like if someone's like watching your replay for survival and is like realizing like, okay, it's a Touhou 10 lunatic maybe, and he's noticing, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you picking the items? Like, why are you delaying the pickup of items? You're slowly picking them up. You keep like, why are you doing this? And you see the meter above my character if you have that setting on, it's like stays full and never resets. It's like, oh, he's scoring. He's good doing the thing that's called scoring, right? And then he notices, like, and this player is watching my stream, like watching my replay, and he got the last extent at stage 5, let's say, because he doesn't know how to score maybe, and like, oh wow, this player got the last extent in stage 3 last pattern. That's crazy. Wow, how did he do that? That's probably the result of having the knowledge to score. Period. Like, that's simple as that. That's one of the benefits of scoring. One of the benefits of score extents. And you got other examples like item extends. And item extends, I'd say, like, they're indirectly are score extends, because you're collecting the items that give you points, right? You got a few examples, and I'm gonna give an example that isn't a shmup. Yep, it's Super Mario Bros. Crazy. That's crazy, right? Hold on, I gotta burp. Oh, okay, yeah. Mario Bros, you collect 100 coins, that's 1-up. And coins give you score also, but score, like, who cares? You got, maybe there's a Super Mario Bros scorer instead of a speedrunner, someone who's like has real interest in that. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, there's also like a shmup example. I'd give you Crimson Clover. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, the stars, I'm sure, like 100% sure, like you collect a certain amount of stars and you get an extent. But depending on the multiplier you got and the break rate, you get more stars by destroying enemies, therefore more score, therefore more stars, which gives you extends faster. So in a way, it's a score extend. Cool. And that's fine. That's fine with me. I like it. Same with Touhou 7 and Touhou 8, where you collect point items. Also Touhou 5. And you collect point items, you, like maybe for example 50 or 100, and you get a 1-up extend for that. You get rewarded for collecting score items. And so the prime example of a shmup that uses non-traditional extends, like score extends and item extends, is I'd say Touhou. What else? Like, what else am I gonna use? I'm not sure if there's like another example. Please do inform me if there's like something outside of Touhou. You got so you got in Touhou 11, and Touhou 11, I'm a big fan of this. If you survive a boss pattern, you get a life piece. That's the first time like you get like life pieces exist in Touhou. That's fine to me. And if you're good, like get resources. It's a good mindset. It's good. It's a good design, in my opinion. In Touhou 12 is like a whole layer of like complexity steps to get these extends and even bomb extends. And I think it's cool, in my opinion. You get a lot of resources, and you know me, I hate excessive resources, but Touhou 12 has something called, like, what do I call it? I don't know what to call it, but like it has a good punish game. Like, if you die, you get punished hard. Okay, it depends on the shot type. Like, there's gonna be big power loss. You're gonna lose a life. It's gonna be real bad if you die twice. And you're gonna be at 2 power, and you're not gonna be able to do damage. Very tragic. You might lose runs to that. But still, the main way of getting resources is pretty fun and difficult and challenging. very, very intuitive, in my opinion. Let me use another example that is bad. Like, I need to find a bad example. Oh yeah, Touhou 15. I don't need to mention why. Grays, it's like very, very flawed, honestly. I do agree that this resource system, this Grays resource system, is pretty good for scoring, but it's not good for survival. It's very unhealthy, in my opinion, because it encourages you to do something else, like grazing. And grazing, compared to like UFOs is something completely different out of the fundamentals of Danmaku or Touhou. But grazing is something within the game, including slow graze. Slow graze is just like super graze, so whatever, who cares? It's the same shit. And you graze and you kill enemies within a chapter and you get life pieces, and you stack up life pieces and you abuse this mechanic, and it's like not like you need to graze fairly. You can just bomb and graze, like, oh shit, I'm gonna take a risk and graze. Oh shit, I'm in trouble. Bomb. I already collected enough graze from that, from the iframes. Cool, that's it, and you get a life piece. And the problem is, like, the way that, like, the requirement is that you need 3 life pieces to get an extend, and that, I think that's a problem. Should have been 5 maybe, but in my opinion, just resort to score extends. In my opinion, like, it's the healthiest, it's the safest way to keep a game healthy, to, you know, make it work. As long as, like, yeah, I need to mention that, but like, you have to make the scoring pretty fun. Okay, if you want to use the score extend, not like, oh, you have to like do this and that, and it's like a lot of steps. And one game comes to mind, and it's Daifukatsu. The Donpachi Daifukatsu's scoring system is in such a way, like, okay, so you laser aura as much as possible, you collect the hyper, cool, you keep your chain up, and chaining is very lenient in that game, and then you hyper, and then you raise bullets to increase your chain, and the most important thing in hypering is that you don't destroy the big ships, so you have to like memo a ton of things. And after you collect that chain, your multiplier increases, like the multiplier of the base score of the enemies that you kill. So after hyper ends, you destroy the big ships with your while not being in hyper, so you get score. I think I explained it as much as possible, and maybe like you collect bees, and the score milestone to get the second extent compared to the first extent is 10 billion, compared to like the first extent, which is 1 billion. And nobody, I think, like, not nobody, it's like maybe someone who's like knowledgeable on scoring, in my opinion, like in my experience, I've never hit the second extent. I've done like a few one-alls of Daifukatsu. I don't think I'm interested in it anymore. Maybe Black Label, I'm gonna play it because Black Label is cooler. But like 10 billion, I've never hit that ever. I think I've like, my one-alls are like only reach 3-4 billion maybe. That's it. And the first extent, I hit it at like stage 2. It's very hard. It's like you require lots of steps, and that's kind of like, and it kind of discourages you from scoring, and it's very annoying when you get hit, and it's like, sure, auto bomb, but your chain has been reset. Go back to square one. It's very annoying. It's very frustrating. That's a bad, like, I don't know why the score extents are like so tough to get there. It's very weird to me. Should have been like maybe 2.5 billion or 5 billion maybe, because like that would be reachable by survival players if they like know how to do like the very beginner like scoring strategies. So yeah, that's like my nitpick on it. Okay, next topic is I don't know if I want to talk about that. Shit. Yeah, so the topic is Touhou versus cave control schemes. If you know it, like the arcade control scheme where like you have 3 buttons, and then you got Touhou where you got like also 3 buttons, but like it's how they function is very different. So in Touhou, so you know you got shift, so you got focus, you got shoot, and then you got bomb. And focus doesn't really like, it only slows you down. You don't need to shoot. Like compared to arcade games like the cave games, you got shot, bomb, auto fire, and auto fire just shoots, and then holding shot does the concentrated fire version of said game. In Dodonpachi's case, it's lasers. In Mushihime-sama, it doesn't change that much unless it's Futari and etc. Like, it slows you down, and you know, bomb is bomb. It's the same. So the main complaint I heard is that when you hold the shot button, there used to be a delay in the cave games. So like before Daifukatsu, I think maybe before Mushihime-sama, like, I can see that being a delay issue. I can see it being an issue in Tetsu. It's like Tetsu Ojo, if I remember correctly, in Dodonpachi. Yeah, the reason why I didn't want to talk about this topic is like I didn't do much research into it. But I do know that Daifukatsu has no delay between the shot and the laser. So yeah, maybe I'm gonna keep it a topic for another video. I want to do my research on it. Maybe interview some people on it, like ask questions, maybe have some editing. I don't know if I have time to edit. I have like summer semester, and it's pretty like I have a lesson, like I have a class every day. I'll see if I have time. I'll see. Like, I'm gonna work. I'm 100% gonna work on the Blue Revolver video, hopefully. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's been a while since I've yapped into the mic. I'm using my phone as a mic. If you're hearing like a car engine in the background, that's because I'm in the car sitting and like yapping. Just testing out my phone mic. Maybe if my phone mic is better than my than the mic that I own, I'm gonna keep using that from now on for the commentary videos. If you got any suggestions for yapping video, like commentary videos where I can ramble about something, please do like suggest it in comment section. Maybe I should like maybe you want me to I'd be more than willing to do some okay, it's gonna sound cringe and cliche, coaching for some people, maybe commentary on some replays you send over to me, maybe like give you tips and advice. I know it's like, I don't know, man, like I know it's like easier to go and watch other people's replays, but maybe like you're desperate and you know, like maybe not desperate, like maybe you need like direct tips from somebody, for that, actually, I don't mind giving you tips, but at the same time, I think it would be, I would advise you to go to the specific server of that game. Maybe it's a cave game, maybe it's like shmup, maybe it's Touhou. You go there and it's like, hey, here's my replay. Can you tell me what I'm doing, or what I'm doing wrong? And you're gonna be given advice. That's it. Yeah. But yeah, I'm willing to do that. Honestly, I like teaching. That's something that I really love doing. I like teaching people. It's tiresome. It's very hard to educate some hard-headed individuals, like for example. But yeah, I'm gonna try my best. So yeah, that's like 45 minutes. Cool. Have a good day. Take care. Whatever. Blah blah blah. And yeah. See ya.